Hey crew, the weather has finally break. As you can see, the puddles finally got a little break in the rain. So what I'm gonna do now in today's mission is getting the 305 put together. We gotta first get, as y'all know, Big Baby with the 454 big block in him, but we're gonna get that out the way. That's not the topic or the subject at hand. We gotta hurry up and throw a motor together. We got the cam, the intake, the timing chain, the distributor, carburetor, timing chain cover, and we got to get it all on that here in a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is check y'all in a minute. Y'all gonna see how to bust down the three. This I think it's 305, and I'm gonna do a lot of it on the queso. So I'm gonna show you what we got going on, how we're gonna take the intake off, and we're gonna do it in phases. But let me show you what is going in, because as soon as I get that put together, I'm going to I might use Big Baby to hook a chain or hook a tow rope to it, and I gotta drag this car over here so I can put it down in it, and then get the transmission up in it and everything like that, so I can work around it. The dog's out here ready and they wet, but it's going in this right here. We gotta once I get it, whoa, let's walk into a spider web. Let me get a stick here. The spider's about to be upset because this was a nice web set up to catch some flies. I don't know why this door is open like this, but we have to get the motor down in here. So I'm gonna get it slapped together, get it down in here. We're gonna get stuff wired up and get the transmission in and try to get this car up and out of here pretty much. So stay with me. Most important, I need y'all to like, share, and subscribe. And this mission right here is, if you want to learn, is going to be busting down at 305. We're going to drop a cam in, time and chain, set it on top dead center, pistons, rockers, all of that. I'm going to do it in phases, man. Just stay with me. Stay with me. Ape family. For those out there that got kids, you know how it is. They can tend to get on your nerves a tad bit. But what I'm going to do is try to, they're doing what they're doing, running around with my magnets and stuff and messing with tools, but mission here is we're gonna get this thing bust down, and I'm gonna go through every process with the queso set up on what we're gonna do. First, we're gonna take the intake off. We're gonna take the valve covers off. We're gonna get the intake off. We're gonna get all the rockers and everything loosened up and pulled. And then after that, we're gonna move on to removing this harmonic balancer, removing the moving the pulley from it, then removing the harmonic balancer itself, and then removing this timing chain cover. And I'm gonna check y'all in when we get to these phases, because might be able to do it in like 2 to 3 steps, but I definitely want to show you how to adjust those rockers. So it might be 4 to 5 to be all the way legit. But stay with me, man, because I'm gonna try to do this with these kids doing stuff and asking questions. I'm gonna try. Stay tuned. All right, what we got going on here is, let me get the right size sockets. These are going to be 14s on the top of this intake right here. Let me take this off. Just in case you can't get the one, you want to get, a little swivel like this. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we're about to pop them off and see if we can't pull this intake off here. Well, no, first we're going to get these valve covers removed. And these are 410s. So let me get those first. 10, aka 3/8. But let me get y'all set up and we're going to get these popped off of here right now. What? Shut up. You could do it. You could do it. What you can do is get away from me. All right, we got some couple little trays over here. We're gonna put these bolts in. Get them removed, get them popped up. The kids is going to keep dadding me to death. Yeah, your bike is on the metal. It shouldn't be on the metal in here. We got one off. Toss that to the side. Let's get this other one off. Toss it to the side. Boom. So then the next mission, we're going to get this intake removed and go from there. But it was just the 4 bolts. Pop them right off. This is a little dirty down here. A little gritty, but we'll get it cleaned up and go from there and get to the next phase. But that's just removing the valve cover gaskets. Stay with me. Now what we're going to try to do is get these intake bolts removed and get this intake snatched off of here. These are going to be a 14. Normally they can switch up with different makes and models. Get off of that, Lena. Don't do that.
Well, if you want to be a hero or something.
Get back. It don't even see you while you trying to put your hands up there to be in the way. Now we got all the bolts removed. Well, so you just want to be in the way. Just Jeez Louise. Just in the camera. Oh, man. What we got going on? We got all the bolts removed. Now what I'm going to do is just take a little screwdriver, put it right there and pry up, and we're going to snatch this off because this right here is done. This is junk. We're going to throw this completely out of there. Let me grab a little screwdriver with an angle on it and see if we can't get it to break loose. Bingo. There we go. Got action. Let me get y'all set up, and this thing is up and out of here. That's right. You're probably gonna use this. Okay.
You, what is it?
All right, we got that intake removed, and it was the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bolts. So now what we're gonna do is we'll probably clean this up a little bit and try to scrape a lot of this out, fire the air tank up, blow it off, and we're gonna get ready to start putting these new lifters down in here and rocker arms to get this stuff loosened up. First I want to do a clean up and get this stuff blew out of here, so stay with me, man. All right, now that we done got this cleaned up in here, we're going to bust all these down, 5/8, 16. I'm going to loosen all of them up just enough so I can pour these push rods out of here. Then we're going to get to removing this little tray that holds the lifters in there and get the magnet, pull them out of there. Hopefully they come out of there easy. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But get y'all set up, and we're about to get them all bust down real quick.
What is this?
What is what? Those are sockets.
That's more sockets?
Yes.
It's recording you. And
Get your hands off the screen. What are you doing?
I'm looking at myself.
Get your hands off the screen. Move. You gotta go to the house, messing with this, pulling this motor apart. Right from the house. Yep. Where they letting them go off at? Oh, they letting them pop off right there. Good. On 17th. Oh, out there on the west side.
Okay.
Put them tools back down. Leave them tools alone. Don't touch these tools. Tools I got over here, leave alone. Don't touch this stuff. Don't touch none of this. Get away from this. This stuff I'm using to work on it. I don't want none of this mess with. Too long to go. So we're gonna add.
Dad,
What, man?
what are these things? Like those here.
Push rods.
Push rods?
Yep.
No, are you
Roll it out. Roll the other ones out.
Daddy, what are these in my hands? Daddy.
You gotta wash that dripping oil, huh? Let me get them.
These are dripping oil. That's key.
All right, now I'm gonna need that magnet in a minute. I gotta take this off, and then I'm gonna need the. I'm gonna need one in a minute to pull this off of here.
You mess this whole man up. They won't have anything.
You said what?
You can mess your man you pull this thing out.
Yes, I gotta take these off. I'm gonna need the magnet to get them up out of there. Where's the magnet at?
Okay.
Where's the magnet at? The magnet that y'all just had, that you and Lena had.
We put it back in the box.
Well, grab it. I need it.
You need a magnet. What? Man,
Watch out. Over here real quick. Let me do some, put that other one back. Oh, kids, crazy.
Why did you mess your whole thing up? You can mess it up, Dad. Gimme. Yeah.
Get on the camera, man. What are you doing? Get your hands out of the way. Move.
Do it again. Get out the front of the picture. Do that one more time.
Sometimes they come out easy, sometimes they don't. Watch out. Where the pliers you had? Go give me the pliers, Alina. Go give me the pliers. I need the pliers. Yes, bring them here. She ain't about to do nothing. I think so. Deep Creek, don't play. Where's your sister at? Okay, Abe Crew, we just had a battle. These lifters here, I had to use a lot of spray, but I struggled pulling these out of here. I went through a nice little battle there. Shouldn't have really been like that, but what I'm gonna do now is get some, clean these holes out a little bit. Probably just clean them all up a little bit, get some more lube down in there. Then I'm gonna go in the house. I normally don't grab the stuff, but I'm gonna soak these lifters because we changing out everything. We went from rollers to flat tap. So what we're gonna do is get some oil, soak them in it, clean that up. Then the next process and phase when I come out, what we're gonna do is pour the pulley off, harmonic balancer off, timing chain cover. What I did, stuck a napkin into the spark plug hole. If you want to get it up on top dead and compression, all you need to do, get your little paper towel, stick it in that number one. And then when you start rotating this, normally it's going to be a 5/16 or AKA 16. Start rotating it. When you rotate the motor, that napkin is going to pop out of there. You'll hear poof. Once it pop out of there, you're coming up on compression stroke. Once you get it up on compression stroke, a lot of motors have a thing that reads and lets you know where 0 is, and then I just put the mark up on the 0. So now we know we got it up on number 1. When we pour that cam out and put the new one in, we got everything set on number 1. Drop our lifters and start going back together with it. But I'm gonna check y'all in when it comes time to get that harmonic balancer pulled off. And you know, the kids been asking to do stuff. They out here messing with tools and stuff. I know they getting bored and stuff, so I'm sure they're ready to get into the house. And you know, stay tuned. That's what we do, man. We're gonna walk it down and try to get it all the way put back together and in the car. It may not be tonight, but tomorrow for sure we're gonna try to get it done. We got a little bit of painting we got to do, but I'll get that figured out once we get it in the car. But these are like one motor at a time. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. You said no diesel lake.
No.
Say diesel lake garage.
Diesel lake.
Oh, diesel lake. All right, man. Hey, we out of here, man. These kids they ain't cooperating. They're not cooperating. Hey, family. Walking everything down one step at a time. What we got to do now, I normally don't let the lifters soak in oil or anything, but I did put them in oil this time. I'm gonna just let them soak and get everything ready to drop down in there. I got it up on top dead center. I'm gonna let these do what they do, and I'm gonna get y'all set up because what I'm gonna do next is get this harmonic balancer pulled. I got the pulley puller. And when I get everything set up and hooked up, I'm going to check y'all right back in, and we're going to get that off so we can get the timer chain off. I'm going to get the cam poured out and go back in with the other cam, get everything set up, dropped in so I can get it covered up for the night pretty much. I want to try to walk as much of this down as I can. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to check y'all right in as soon as we get everything set up to get this harmonic balancer off. Okay, now what we got on the mission is to remove these 3 bolts. You got 1, 2, 3, 14, and then we're going to remove the, I'm going to remove the bolt right here, which is 16, aka 5/8. Earlier I said 5/16. I didn't mean that. I meant 5/8. But I'm going to grab that, remove these, and then we're going to start getting the harmonic balancer removed. So let me get y'all set up. And at the same time, I'm going to try to keep it pointing where it is, because sometimes the wheels spin and get out of whack a little bit, but as long as you know where it's at, you can just get it twisted right back to where you need it to be. All right. Okay, we're going to have to put a little brute strength on that. We got somebody that wants to do stuff. Either stubborn or my battery's getting weak. Get this spine back up there. Right there. What, Alina? Let's get this removed. Alright, we're going to have to do a little brute strength breaking. Alright. Who's going to do that? Who's going to act like that? Hey, get back, man.
I'm trying to watch you fix this on camera.
I actually got to break this loose.
I see you put your head in now. Oh! It broke up in my house. Your camera went off, Dad.
Had to get that broke loose right there. It was acting stubborn.
That was too, with Dad.
All right, back up real quick. Let me put this. Spin it back. There it goes. And now let's get this harmonic balancer.
Dad, you knew that your beard would get cut off.
Oh, it won't. Hey, Put that down. Get that back from the step.
It was went off. Again. It went off, Dad.
It did? Alright. Leave it off.
It's still on.
Alright, we might have. Oh, no, that came right off. So, boom. Harmonic balancer. Oh, I think that's the pulley. That's not the harmonic balancer. Now, this is the actual harmonic balancer right here. We're going to use this pulley. Are you okay? Alright, we're going to get this in here. And let me get this popped to the end of this so we don't mess up our threads. Get it bolted up so we can get this thing pulled off.
And send it to Uncle Mac.
Oh, right there.
Now can send it to Uncle Mac.
Oh, we got to get this tightened up so I can get this motor pulled apart.
And then we can put it to Uncle Mac.
Stop hitting that in there like that so you don't mess up my magnet. Don't do that. You're going to mess up my toes.
Then you'll be angry and ground me.
Yep.
Ground
Exactly
me.
what I'm going to do.
You only got to control the angry stuff, Dad. It makes the happiness, not control the anger. Not only control the anger.
Nope, y'all make me angry. It's going to be hard.
Anger are really dumb. That was high.
Alright, we got that locked down. Now we're going to start winning that in, hopefully. Starting in the position it needed to. Let me step this real quick. Make sure we in the center of that thing. Alright, let's start them off. See if I can't get a little lube in between there. See if we can't get a little bit of assistance. This might work it off, this might not. Well, we're about to find out. What's in that? Battery dying, but it's working at all.
Hey, wait for battery. Hey, wait for your battery.
Put it on level 3. I'm just going to eventually order a bigger battery for it. Probably the 20 volt. I don't know. This one might be the small battery, son. Order the bigger battery. Let me get this pushed back up just a little bit to keep us on time. So then when I do pull this off, I know exactly where we at, where we should be. Right there. We are off.
That was try to get that off.
Probably let you remove it. So now what we have here is we're going to get to these. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 10-millimeter bolts. I got to loosen the oil pan bolts up here in the front so to drop down and let this lip come up out of here a little bit. So I'm going to probably loosen these bolts up. I want to say this is a 13 and then the rest are going to be 10 all the way down it. But I might flip it over to make it a little bit easier seeing that it's on the rotisserie. And when we go from there, we got a real purty timing chain cover that's going on next. But it was a success. We got the harmonic balancer off. We got the pulley off. We got everything set up on top dead center. We go from there. I'm going to check y'all back in when we start busting it down to get this thing right here off timing chain cover. And we're going to see what everything look like. And we're going to call it quits. We're going to make sure those marks are in. I'm going to show you what those marks are too once we get to that process. Now what we're getting ready to do is bust down these bolts around this 3A. You can use a 3/8 or a 10, and we're going to take all these out and pull the timing chain cover off. Watch out. Get out of the way.
Hey, it's just made a magnet. It's not a magnet.
You get out of the way. That's what you do.
Okay. I know that.
What?
I like to see how you do. So your battery's running low, Dad.
Battery low?
Huh? We got one.
Get off of there. Don't do that no more.
Stop saying people. This is mine. Or I can make it with my magnet. We got one. Stop on that magnet. No,
They gotta make so much noise, man. Shit. Trying to work on the motor. I want to say the new one came with new bolts. Screwdriver and try to pop this thing off. I'm gonna have to drop that oil pan a little bit more. Loosen a couple more of those bolts. Actually, enough bolts there. See if we can pry on it a little bit. I put him around, he's stretching his collar out. Look over his shirt. Look over his shirt. We'll just remove all of them that I can from here and see if I can't get it down. That way I have nothing in my way or holding me up. All right, that many removes ought to give us a little bit of playroom. See if we can get some wiggle room now. There we go. Got some playroom now. Now all I got to do is work it off these guides and it's up and off of there. Got that silicone stuck to it still. Okay. now, normally when it's on the compression stroke and I line it up, it'll be a dot right here, and then the other dot will normally be right on it. But what I'm going to do is go right back on just like it's set up and leave it the same way. And more than likely, we should still be in time. But normally, this dot that we see up here is normally lined up with this dot. It'll be here, another one will be there. For some reason, it's not. Hey, I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not going to mess with it. Just going to remove it, pop that back around, and we're going to go from there. But right now, we're going to call it quits. I got a double roller timer chain that's going to go into this thing, but we're going to call it tonight because when I do get this pulled off, I have to pull this off here, and I'll show you how, we're going to remove that because it can get a little different. Sometimes it's simple, sometimes it's not. I'm going to spray it down with some, as you know, that deep creep and let it creep deep. We're going to go ahead and do this now and just let it do what it do and try to hopefully that help us get that off of here. Right now, we're going to call it quits for the night. Tomorrow when I come out, we're going to bust it down, getting it back on there. Why do you have that hammer in your hand? Say, Diesel 8, we out of here. Out of here. As you see the kids, we're going to call it quits. Tomorrow when we come back out, we're going to get the new timing chain on there, get the new lifters on there, get the push rods put down in there, everything tightened back up, intake on there, and go from there. But for the most part, don't forget, like, share, subscribe. We out of here.